Those 50-plus yarders seem easy. For some reason. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
DC. Hey, five.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And an alley run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
52, great. 82.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And Ndamukong Suh coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Delta.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and they can play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tate. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, Wentz. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Let's fly two. Hey, stat. Great. Hey, Lou.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Lou.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go to Adams, trying to pound it in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Adams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Elliott now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Ajayi. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Lion.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Jakeem Grant now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Out left, he's got it to Everett. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin here with Adams. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun. Wentz in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jordan Hicks able to get in there and drop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. 1st down, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
14.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to